Good morning.
Hi, Trace.
Hi. I've had so much interest in what we're talking about today, Sharae, so I think we should jump right in.
Sure.
You are going to talk to us about cramps.
Yeah, you
Go
bet.
for it.
So I'm going to talk a little bit about menstrual cramps, mostly, abdominal area, maybe back, but ultimately what it is stagnant energy. Things aren't moving, usually caused by emotions, stress, could be hereditary, but primarily, yeah, emotions and stress. So maybe a couple of tips would be some pressure points, which I'll get you to demonstrate, just one point around the calf. I would also recommend some abdominal massage. Like get right in there and get firm with your pressure, and also some castor oil packs. So I have my castor oil here. I would smother it onto your abdominal area, put a face cloth and then a hot pack right on it. 10-15 minutes a day to alleviate, or you could also put it on your back.
Is that preventative or just treatment for the cramps?
Totally preventative. Yeah. I would say not during your period, and then do it from once your period ends till you ovulate, because we don't
Right.
want that extra heat when you've ovulated if you're trying to conceive.
And would you agree with, I've learned this in many different courses now, that we accept cramps as normal, but really they're not. Really, you shouldn't have severe cramps.
No, grandmas and moms used to say it's get over it, take a Tylenol and that's it. But no, definitely not.
Right. So these are great at home remedies now. And then, you must, like me, just constantly get this in your clinic.
Oh, every day, multiple times a day.
And it's pretty easy to treat usually once we get to the root
Yep,
cause. Hey.
totally.
Yeah.
Keep your feet warm, and some quick tips for foods would be like red dates, peaches, no cold, no raw foods.
Oh, that is so useful.
Mhm.
Yeah. Awesome. And I'm sure we can send out more information if people text us in.
Yeah, for sure.
So cramps are a big deal for women of all ages, and the big deal I'm seeing more and more is night sweats in my clinic, especially women over the age of 35. And it's mostly night sweats, but can also be daytime sweats, and hot flashes, things like that. And
Yeah.
people, again, we just sort of accept it as, oh, well, that's just what happens, but it is absolutely treatable. And in our medicine, it's to do with the decrease in your yin energy. So yang and yin, right? Everyone's seen the symbol, and yin is just not applied to really slow, peaceful yoga, which is very useful actually for boosting your yin. But as we get over the age of 35, our yin starts to deplete, and it cannot hold the yang in place. And so at night, you get yang is heat and hot, and you get this flush of heat, and you wake up drenched. And it's not real heat. It's not because you have too much heat in your system. It's because you don't have enough cool.
Right.
So my tips for foods would be herbal teas and water, lots of water, and just forget soda exists. Absolutely forget it. And as far as the herbal tea goes, try not to drink it too late in the evening because it can create that hot flush.
Right.
And then foods would be watery fruits and vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of goes against a little bit of your cramps maybe.
Yeah.
A little bit raw, but like watermelon, celery, lettuce, cabbage.
Yes.
So building those fluids. And then there's a couple points. So I'll demonstrate the points for Sharae too, but first for the sweating, just on the inside of your wrist, the outer bone, that big bone, just inside there. If you want to massage it, there and down about an inch, that whole area, they're both great for night sweats. And you pair that up with a couple points on your leg. And we're being really general here because these aren't you can't acupuncture them. So just massaging them might help, but really you want acupuncture on these. And they're on your, where's my foot? So just find the top of your ankle bone, go one hand width up. And if you take your thumb and just massage all the way back to your Achilles, all along that area, don't worry if you're not quite in the right spot, because you just want to be massaging a couple minutes there, a couple minutes on your wrist. And the one for cramps, again, probably the most general way for people to find it would be find the meaty part of your calf and just take your thumb up around it near that bone, that big shin bone and massage in there. And this helps with cramps immensely, hey?
And sometimes people even feel really tender there if they have issues.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're experiencing cramps, probably
Mhm.
more tender there.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. What's your tip this week, Sharae?
I'm actually going to perform a juice cleanse. I haven't in about, I don't know, 3-4 years now. So along with that, I am going to dry brush.
Oh, fascinating.
And you always go towards your heart. Okay, so you
Yeah,
can start with
great.
your legs, your arms. So dry brush, you can also use a stone, which I found yesterday during Earth Day when I was cleaning out the yard.
I saw that on your Instagram.
Yeah. And your tip?
My tip was going to be about getting closer to nature. I'm really noticing all the birds, and it's prompted me to order bird seed, and I built a bird feeder out of popsicle sticks to attract more birds. I'm really trying in the morning to open the window, not get out of bed, and just listen to the birds for at least 5 minutes. So just finding a way to be closer to nature in the morning when you wake up, just for a few minutes can really set your day up.
What about the crows?
I don't have too many crows, thank God. Someone said to me, all I've got is crows. But
yeah, they're good.
I'm all about the birds, songbirds.
Lovely.
Awesome. Well, you have an awesome weekend, and I'll talk to you next Thursday.
We're going to be talking about allergies.
Oh, that's right. We're going to be talking about allergies. See you next week.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye.